After a disappointing draw against Bournemouth, we have the opportunity to make things right this weekend. And when I say make things right this weekend, I mean by defeating Aston Villa at home. And today, I'm going to give you guys a preview of what I think will happen in the game and the best lineup that we should use. We start things off with Sanchez in goal. Sanchez last week against Bournemouth was arguably our best player on the pitch. He made 2 billion saves, and I think he single-handedly kept us into the game and saved us some points, to be honest. So Sanchez for me definitely has to start. In the right back position, I have Malo Gusto. Reece James is not ready to make his comeback yet, so we still have to go with Malo Gusto. His performances has to get better. Malo Gusto, defensively he is solid. However, going forward, he misplaces a lot of passes and his crossing and his final ball is not good enough. So I want to see from Malo Gusto this weekend is decisive passing and picking out a man and getting that assist. Now, every week the fan base has been asking for a left back to be played at left back and centre back to be played as centre back. I have gone with Thiago Silva as a right centre back and Levi Colwill as the left centre back. A lot of people are calling for Thiago Silva to get dropped, but without Thiago Silva in our defense would be shambles, and that's a guarantee because Disasi is not as ready, and Colwill he still seems to be making a few mistakes, not horrible mistakes, but his game still needs a bit more fine tuning. If he is played in his best position, I think that he can play some passes to break the lines of Aston Villa, who we know like to play a very high line. On left back, I've gone for Ian Maatsen. Ian Maatsen deserves a start this season because every game he comes on, he gives us this energy and he changes the game. I have him at left back because our left side has been not creative this past weeks. It hasn't been creative at all. And I think that Maatsen will give us that energy and that drive going forward. On the left wing, I have Mykhailo Mudryk. I think Mykhailo Mudryk and Ian Maatsen can give us enough creativity on that side of the pitch. I don't think we've ever seen them play together. However, I hope that this is something that Pochettino is practicing and training with these guys so that come match day, Modric can get another chance. I knew he had I don't want to say a very poor game last week. It was 50-50. He made a couple link-up plays. He should have gotten an assist from that shot that Gallagher took straight at the keeper. So Modric, I think we should stick with him, give him another chance, give him a run of games, and see what that does. Now for the pivot, I've gone with the left center mid. I have Enzo. Enzo definitely is a sure starter in our team, and we all know what Enzo brings. And also, I've gone for Ugochukwu. Reason being, last week he was pretty solid. He kept the ball moving. He did things simple. He broke up plays, and I think that he deserves another chance in the team. Barring Caicedo still being injured and Lavia also still being injured. So this has become an opportunity for Ugochukwu to show us what he can do. And last week he did not perform badly at all. And for a 19-year-old, I think he did good stepping up, and I think he deserves another chance. On the right hand side, I have Raheem Sterling. Raheem Sterling, his best performances came while he was on the right wing, and I think we should still stick with Raheem Sterling on the right. And I think we're going to rely on Sterling for a lot of creativity and also goals. He needs to show us why he is the top earner and he's a senior attacker in the team. So he needs to lead by example and put out some good performances. As a 10, I know I have been begging for this. A lot of the fan base has been begging for this, and we want to see Cole Palmer as a 10 getting a start. We need somebody to link up with the striker, whether it's going to be Jackson or Armand De Bruyne. We do not need our strikers to be all the time dropping deep for the ball, because if they drop deep, we have nobody in there to receive the ball, whether if a cross comes in. So I've gone for Cole Palmer. He can also play striker, so he's used to being in those little pockets of space. And for striker, I've gone for Nicholas Jackson again. Last week was arguably Nicholas Jackson's worst performance in a Chelsea shirt. And I think that we should keep going with him, even though we don't have much choice. Armand De Bruyne should be on the bench this week, so if Nicholas Jackson puts in another stinker this week, then we can sub him off, let's say in the 60th minute, give Armand De Bruyne a chance. So Jackson as a striker, where he can link up with Palmer. Palmer playing just behind him, so he don't have to drop deep so much, and he can also link up with Mykhailo Mudryk. I think that with this formation, we will be able to score goals against Aston Villa side that plays very open and plays very high. And we need the pace of Sterling, Jackson, and Mudryk so we can play those balls over the top. And that is what's going to hurt Aston Villa this weekend. Now, I told you guys earlier what I think is going to happen in the match. And I think if we play not on the counter attack, but just play a little bit deeper and press Aston Villa as they come into our half, we can hit them on the corner. That's how we're going to hurt them, because they play a very high line. And I know they're a very good team. However, they're not the best team at keeping possession of the football. They're a very transition team as well. So I think if we let them have just a little bit of the ball and not try to dominate the ball, try to play this slow passing in our back line, in our midfield, we can potentially hit them on a counter attack and take advantages of those spaces that their players always leaving behind. Now, if we decide that we're going to play slow, sloppy, then they're going to hurt us. And because they have a lot of pace in their attack. They have Leon Bailey, they have Ollie Watkins, and they also have Diaby, which I think is going to be their best player for this season. So we cannot go to play Aston Villa and be sloppy. We have to move that ball really fast. So with that being said, my prediction for this game is Chelsea 2, Aston Villa 1. And the reason why I've gone for this prediction is because I think we have enough quality to hurt Aston Villa. I think Aston Villa is not coming to Stamford Bridge to park the bus, and also the biggest reason is they played on Thursday. So we should be fresher and fitter than Aston Villa. They played away in the Europa League. So this sets us up beautifully to go out there and take the game to them. But anyways, let me know what you guys think, and hopefully tomorrow we can come away with a win. I definitely just want to win. I don't care how the win comes, but we need to get those 3 points tomorrow for sure. And as always, I'll give you guys my match review as soon as the game ends. And take care, leave a like, subscribe, and I see you guys on the next one.